Today, I'm out here doing some minnow trapping, and I just wanted to stop and give you guys my top 5 minnow trapping baits for beginners. But this was kind of a hard video to make because honestly, I don't really use 5 different baits. When it comes down to me, I only use 3 ever. So I guess for number 5 and 4, I'm just gonna tell you some things I have tried that didn't really work that good. I've heard people talk about using bubble gum, and honestly, I've tried that, and it hasn't really done that good for me. So I don't really worry about it that much. Another thing I've tried is live bugs. You can take this minnow trap, put a glow stick in it overnight, and you'll attract a bunch of bugs that go inside of it, and you take that trap with bugs and throw it in the creek. Yeah, that works okay and everything, but that's like a lot of setup just to get baits for minnows, so it's also not really that great to me. And now we're gonna move on to number 3. This one's all right, but this one's even more geared towards crawdads and crawfish. For me, the biggest difference between catching minnows and crawdads, if you want that, is to use a more meaty bait. So just something like a piece of chicken, maybe even a hot dog, some leftover meat. That would be number 3, but that's even a crawdad bait. And then whenever you come into number 1 and number 2, they're both very similar overall. And when I do my minnow trapping, I really don't use anything different from these ever. With number 2 being any kind of dog food, any kind of cat food, any kind of fish food, just like this little pellet stuff, anything like that. This is dog food. I use dog food a lot because I have a dog. If you have a cat feed, if you have a cat, maybe cat food's really good for you. Also have fish food because I feed fish. You can use some of that and it works really good too. And you know, the more I think about it, maybe dog food should have been number 1, because you can just put it in a Gatorade bottle or something like this, and boom, you can just carry around a ton of minnow bait for a long time. I actually use that for trapping raccoons, but you could take something like a little Gatorade bottle and do the same thing. And it's not gonna go bad on you pretty much ever. But now on to number 1. This is what I use most of the time, and it's just simple bread. I'm talking white bread. I don't know why, but I found that white bread does work better than wheat bread, but you can still catch them on wheat bread. Now, there's a lot of people that talk about, well, you need to tear it up into little pieces, or you need to ball it up all together, or just throw the slices in just that, and that one of those is better than the other. In my opinion, in my experience, none of those is really better than the other because, I don't know, it's still bread, and the minnows don't really care that much. And I'm talking hamburger buns, hot dog buns, just any kind of bread, and it's gonna work really good for you. In my experience, that's been my number 1 bait. I usually do 2 or 3 pieces into the minnow trap and call it good. And don't be afraid to use the ends that nobody likes to eat. Those work good too. So if you're stealing bread from grandma, go ahead and pick the end because she won't be as mad if you eat with those. But minnow trapping is not very complicated. Far more important than what you use for bait is going to be how you set the trap and where you set the trap. So click right here if you want to know how to set a minnow trap, or down here for a little more information on how I set the trap and where I set the trap.